Hello and welcome to our very first Q&A in our very own SandCheeze studio. I have Sammy here, and we're doing this offline at the moment, off stream, but we seem to have quite a following starting to pop up here. There was a few more. I didn't even announce this, but let's go ahead and see here. First question was, what is your favorite Roblox game? I'm gonna say my favorite Roblox game is probably oh man, I think my Phantom Forces. I play that game quite a bit, and second would be Tower Heroes. What about you, Sammy? What is your favorite game? Ah, he said RoboQuest and TDS. If y'all heard him there. The next question was, are you okay? I'm not sure what that is reference to, but yes, I am okay. I'm probably better than okay. I'm pretty awesome. Are you fat or chubby? Why are there only two options? I have a high metabolism, so I'm neither or, but I like to call myself fat just cause people get mad at me. And they go, "There's no way that you're fat." Like I'm pretty thin. Let's see here. Who was your inspiration to be a streamer? This was asked during a stream, and I gotta say, very hard for me to answer this. I've never really been huge on watching Twitch. So I don't really have much to say on that. I normally watch, usually got your Netflix, your Hulu, and all that, but I'm trailing off here. Um, to answer your question, I did not have an inspiration. Say, for Sammy, we kind of just did this because we wanted to um, see if anybody really cared to hang out, right? For like the whole most part. And it started turning out to be where people actually wanted to. They enjoyed just hanging out with us, and it turned out to be a very great thing. It gave people a place to feel safe and hang out with without having to worry about other people being mean to them. Next question was, what's your follower goal plus subs on YouTube? Sammy, what do you how many subs on and on what is it? Subs on YouTube and followers on Twitch. How many is our goal? I never really set a goal. I kind of just see the sky's the limit. But let's see what Sammy says on this. He says 200. We've already reached over 200 on our followers on Twitch. Well, I think currently we only have 30 for subs on YouTube. Sam says 10 billion, but we'll see. Next is, how do you stream? I know he's asking me more directly, which would be in regards to how I set up, what I do, and I stream off of my own home built computer. Or I guess it's a pre-built. I guess no, it's not pre-built. It's a custom built. I guess is the word I'm looking for. And I made sure that I was able to officially run a game without any issues. And of course, Roblox is not a difficultly ran game, even though a lot of people do get lag. I also made sure I have the best internet that is provided where I'm at, which unfortunately is not that high, but it's more than enough. I also had, let's see, I use a microphone that was given to me by a good friend from work. It's a blue microphone. It's the Yeti Blue one, I want to say, which is pretty pricey. It's like 100 and something. It's pretty high. And that was gifted to me because he's a musician and he ended up getting a better one. So I got to thank him for that. And along with let's see here, I don't use a camera at the moment. But again, I don't really know how else to answer that question. I use OBS along with stream elements is the other thing that I use, and I kind of just set it all up. I spend some time. I know every now and then I change what my layout looks like, and I'm not sure how else to answer that question. There's really not much more to that. Let's see, what else is there. uh, uh, what is your favorite pastry? I gotta say mine's a cinnamon roll. I mean, I'd say your favorite pastry is a honey bun, right? Hey, that's like Sammy's favorite thing. How big do you think you'd be by this time compared to right now? To be honest, I didn't think I'd be that big at all. I we streamed for like a couple days for only two viewers at most, and even then they barely even responded. And then after a while, people started to hop in, and it started to accumulate this one day where we end up getting about 15 at a time. Then we got rated. It jumped to about a 25. And all of a sudden, since then, it's just been creeping up on our normal viewer base. We started going to, what was it, about 10? 10 was our average. Like as soon as we turned on the stream, there was 10, and then it started increasing to 15, and now we're all usually looking at around 20, like 20 or 25 or so. Next up here, so again, to answer your question, no, I didn't think it would be this. At least a medium, sure, I guess. We're nowhere near the high top. So what else we got? Why did you pick Roblox of all games to be one of your mainly played? I picked it, as I said before, we did this because I want to play games with Sammy. And this is the easiest game for us to play together. And it's free, so pretty cool. How old are you? Oh, I don't know whether to answer this question. I might have to answer this another Q&A part 2. Is SandCheeze a good father? Sammy, this is a question for you. Since I'm the father, you're the son. You gotta get closer. Yo, you're way too far there.
Yes.
That's it? That's it? Just yes. Okay. I thought I was expecting a lot more there. Another question was, how do fish drown? Okay, so fish drown. There are some fish that do still need to come up for oxygen. A majority of them do. And if they never come up, they can drown. Let's see, what's the next one? Have you ever traveled to other countries, and which is your favorite? Yes, I've traveled to Iceland. I probably traveled to the Middle East a bit. There's a Cyprus place, which is actually one of our airplane games that we played, and I gotta say, they are pretty cool. Like, like it is pretty awesome places that are out there, and unfortunately, some people can't travel, but those that do, ooh, I gotta say, it's cool to go to everywhere once in a while. My favorite place that I've been to was Spain. Spain was just a beautiful place. There's a lot of culture and food. It's just great. It's just great. What else we got here next? What is your opinion? No, I'm not gonna answer. Why cheese? Why did I pick cheese? I got my nickname from work, pretty much. Our family loves cheese, like just eating cheese with everything. Got nacho cheese, we got all this sort of cheese. But because my last name is where people started shorting it up, and it ended up being called cheese. Started being called cheese. Why did you pick cheese as a name? Okay, that's another same question. Favorite game except Roblox. My favorite game besides that, I think I spent the most time in a game recently. Okay, I'm saying recently. I would say is Monster Hunter World. Before that, it was Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Those games, I don't know. They're very niche and it's very grindy, but there's something about defeating a Titan that just feels pretty cool. And then let's see what else. And then let's see what else we have. Uh, Favorite game. Oh, never mind. I already read that one. By the way, like Gungeon content. Oh yes, Gungeon was a pretty fun game too. Let's see what else we got. Trick question. Where did you find Sammy? What do you mean, where did I find Sammy? Sammy's my son. I found him when he came out. And also, why did you choose Roblox? Again, same question. Do you like Pokemon? Yes, I love Pokemon. I played all the way from what was it? Fire Red? I think my first one was actually blue. Yeah, my first one was blue. Went from blue all the way up to, I want to say, Moon and Sun, and I haven't played any since. I know I did skip one in there for a while. It was X and Y. I haven't completed those, and I also skipped one Black and White that I played a little bit of. Next, what do we have here? Oh, Sammy does love Pokemon too. Sammy does love Pokemon too. And my favorite Pokemon is, let's see, what would be my favorite? I want to say it is probably, man, I don't know. Like that's a tough. How can you only have one? Like, how do you only have one? It's just kind of impossible with this point to have one. There's just so many. I want to say it would have to be. Sammy, what's your favorite Pokemon? Well, I'm just trying to think here. Well, I'm thinking. I think mine had to be probably Blastoise, just because he's the first one I started off with a Squirtle turning into a Blastoise there. Uh, there's just so many. Like Greninja's cool. You have Oh man, you have somewhere. I know Sammy, you used to say all the time that his favorite was the Cineroar. Let's see, what's the next one here? And what's your favorite Pokemon game? Mine was actually Ruby and Sapphire. Sapphire was the one that I went with. Oh yeah, Sammy's favorite Pokemon is Mewtwo. So I played Sapphire for quite a bit. That was a fun experience. I think that's what I did in high school. Uh, we got to mix berries and all that fun stuff. You know how you have your hideouts? That was one of the best. Do you have a dog? I used to when I was a kid, when I used to live with my parents years ago. But no, I don't have a dog. I am more of a dog person though than I am a cat. And if you do, and if you don't have, what type of dog would you like? Mine is, man, that's a good question there. I like the follow up there, Cheesebot. Um, what type of dog would you have? I used to have a Chihuahua, and then I used to have a poodle, but those are old. I didn't really get to pick the dogs, but I love the Chihuahua the most. But my favorite would be um, what is it called? I think they're called a husky. I want to say I'm gonna look it up here real quick. Again, we're doing this live without no edits. I want to say it's a husky. Yes, a Siberian husky. That's one that I would love. But I've only lived in warm areas, which is why I never got one too. The kids would love a dog, but let's see. The wifey is not too big on an animal person, which is kind of funny. See here. And favorite drink. Come on, guys. Favorite drink? It's a high quality H2O, aka water. Water's the best, downright, hands down. There is nothing else there. Else you can say about that. It has to be water. So let's go ahead and see what else. I know there's a lot more questions that I need to answer, but I'm gonna leave this as a part one because we're already running into about 11 minutes here. And I want to say that if you have a lot of questions, you can post them in Discord. And again, I'll honestly answer them as I am doing now with no edit, no question asked, and send me right here. Appreciate it.